You probably know Warren Buffett is one of the wealthiest people on the planet, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, with a jaw-dropping net worth of $116.9 billion. It's easy to be captivated by his financial success.
Wise guy,
but
huh?
what's truly awe-inspiring isn't just his billions. It's the habits and astute financial mindset that set him apart. If you find yourself struggling despite having a reasonable income, a job with a 401k, and even Social Security, then listen up. This business magnate has a reputation for spotting profitable opportunities, mastering the art of negotiation, and making wise investments. While you might think there are no secrets left to amassing wealth, let me tell you, Mr. Buffett's success stems from a series of surprising habits that have propelled him to great heights in record time. In today's episode, we delve into the financial wisdom of Warren Buffett. We will uncover 8 common money habits that may be hindering your financial growth, like paying high taxes and not having a financial plan, and provide you with practical tips on how to overcome them. But before we get to know about the money habits that are keeping you poor and how to overcome them, please make sure to stay focused on our golden tips that we'll reveal throughout the video to make sure you get the most out of it. We'll reveal some shortcuts to change your money habits, so stick around until the end. Number 1. Not forming healthy money habits. The first habit that can keep you broke and poor is the failure to form healthy money habits. Warren Buffett once said, "Chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken." To overcome this habit, start by setting clear financial goals and create a realistic plan to achieve them. Develop habits like saving a portion of your income regularly, avoiding impulsive purchases, and being mindful of your overall financial well-being. Budgeting doesn't have to be complicated, nor should it take hours of your day. In fact, the best ways to budget are often the simplest. Take, for example, the 50-30-20 rule. The 50-30-20 rule is a straightforward budgeting method that tells you exactly how much to put towards your savings and your living costs each month. So what is the 50-30-20 rule? The 50-30-20 rule is an easy budgeting method that can help you manage your money effectively, simply, and sustainably. The basic rule of thumb is to divide your monthly after-tax income into 3 spending categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or paying off debt. By regularly keeping your expenses balanced across these 3 main spending areas, you can put your money to work more efficiently. And with only 3 major categories to track, you can save yourself the time and stress of digging into the details every time you spend. Spend 50% of your money on needs. Simply put, needs are expenses that you can't avoid, payments for all the essentials that would be difficult to live without. 50% of your after-tax income should cover your most necessary costs. Spend 30% of your money on wants. With 50% of your after-tax income taking care of your most basic needs, 30% of your after-tax income can be used for your wants. Wants are defined as non-essential expenses, things that you choose to spend your money on, although you could live without them if you had to, like dining out, clothes shopping, holidays, entertainment subscriptions like Netflix, HBO, Amazon Prime. And if you don't want to cut back on your expenses, you could always find some side hustles, such as freelancing, teaching online courses, or starting a blog. As a side note, following the 50-30-20 rule doesn't mean not being able to enjoy your life. It simply means being more conscious about your money by finding areas in your budget where you're needlessly overspending. If you're confused about whether something is a need or a want, simply ask yourself, could I live without this? If the answer is yes, that's probably a want. Number 2. Keeping up with the Joneses.
The most important thing, aside from the things I've talked about already, is really who you associate with. You want to associate with people that are better than you are. I mean, basically, you'll go in the direction of the people that you associate with, and you want to have the right heroes.
Trying to keep up with your friends and neighbors is a surefire way to spend more than you can afford. As Warren Buffett wisely stated, if you buy things you don't need, soon you'll have to sell things you don't need. Overcoming this habit requires a mindset shift. Focus on your own financial goals and priorities instead of comparing yourself to others. Practice gratitude for what you have and be content with your own journey. Here are some tips to help you break this habit and build a better one. 1. Define your priorities. Take the time to identify your own financial goals and values, understand what truly matters to you, and align your spending and saving habits accordingly. By having a clear vision of your priorities, you'll be less swayed by external influences. 2. Set realistic expectations. Understand that people's outward displays of wealth may not reflect their true financial situation. Don't assume that others' lifestyles are sustainable or indicative of happiness. Avoid comparing yourself based solely on material possessions and instead, focus on building a secure financial foundation for yourself. 3. Build a supportive network. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who prioritize financial responsibility and personal growth. Engage in communities, both online and offline, that encourage healthy financial habits and provide support on your journey towards financial well-being. Number 3. Lack of emergency savings. The lack of emergency savings can leave you financially vulnerable. As Warren Buffett advises, don't save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. Start by setting up an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses or financial setbacks. Aim to save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Cut back on unnecessary expenses and allocate a portion of your income specifically for emergencies. Here's a quick tip before we get to the number 4 habit that'll help you create a mindset. Set a small, achievable short-term goal for something that's fun and goes beyond your monthly budget, such as a new smartphone or holiday gifts. Reaching smaller goals and enjoying the reward you've saved for can give you a psychological boost, making the payoff of saving more immediate, reinforcing the habit. Number 4. Educate yourself. Invest time in financial education to improve your money management skills. Read books, attend seminars, listen to podcasts, or follow reputable personal finance websites to learn about budgeting, investing, debt management, and other financial topics. The more knowledge you acquire, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions. Here are some solid tips to break the habit of not educating yourself. Read widely. Start by exploring a wide variety of personal finance books, blogs, and reputable financial publications. Look for authors and experts who simplify complex financial topics and other practical advice. Some recommended books include The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. And if you get bored while reading, watch our video where we pretty much explain the concepts about Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. Follow financial channels. Identify credible financial influencers and channels and thought leaders who provide valuable insights and practical tips, such as this channel, John's Money Adventures. You can get unlimited tips and have information about the finance world by just watching our channel and others. Take online courses. Explore online platforms that offer courses on personal finance and investing. Websites like Udemy, Coursera, and Khan Academy provide a wide range of courses taught by industry professionals. Choose courses that cover topics you're interested in, such as budgeting, investing, retirement planning, or debt management. Attend seminars and workshops. Look for local seminars or workshops on personal finance and money management. These events often provide valuable insights and opportunities to interact with financial experts and like-minded individuals. Check out community centers, libraries, and financial institutions for upcoming events. Join online communities. Engage with online communities and forums dedicated to personal finance discussions. Platforms like Reddit, Bogleheads, and personal finance subreddits offer a wealth of knowledge, real-life experiences, and peer-to-peer advice. Participate in discussions, ask questions, and learn from others' experiences. Seek guidance from financial professionals. Consider consulting with a financial advisor or planner who can provide personalized guidance based on your specific financial situation and goals. They can help you develop a tailored financial plan, review investment options, and provide insights into complex financial matters. And also, you should always have a mentor in your field, a person that can speed up the whole process, a person who maybe 20 years ago was just like you. You can learn from his or her mistakes, and when you make the same mistakes, you can set them right. Having a mentor who is 10 times further than you in the field you want to master is the fastest way to advance in your field. It's like a cheat code for life. Just a quick tip, donations are crucial for making a positive impact on the world and can bring personal fulfillment. Often, successful people talk about how giving back made them richer. It seems like a universal law. If you donate to people in need, your finances become better. Try it and see how it'll change your life. Number 5. Know your debt. Debt can be classified into 2 categories: good debt and bad debt. Understanding the difference between the two is crucial for making informed financial decisions. Here's a brief explanation of good debt and bad debt. Good debt. Good debt refers to borrowing money for investments or assets that have the potential to increase in value or generate income over time. It's typically seen as an investment in your future financial well-being. Examples of good debt include 1. Education loans. Taking out student loans to invest in higher education can lead to increased earning potential and career opportunities. 2. Mortgage loans. Borrowing money to purchase a home can be considered good debt, as real estate has the potential to appreciate in value over time. Plus, you can rent it and create consistent cash flow. We've made a whole video about it where we discussed Robert Kiyosaki's strategies about how to buy real estate with little or no money. 3. Business loans. Taking on debt to start or expand a business can be considered good debt if it leads to increased profitability and long-term success. The key characteristic of good debt is that it has the potential to provide a return on investment or improve your financial situation in the long run. Bad debt, on the other hand, refers to borrowing for items or expenses that do not generate long-term value or have the potential to contribute to your financial well-being. Examples of bad debt include 1. Credit card debt. Accumulating high-interest credit card debt for non-essential purchases or daily expenses can quickly become burdensome and difficult to repay. 2. Consumer loans. Borrowing for luxury items, vacations, or depreciating assets such as cars or electronics can be considered bad debt, as these items do not generate long-term value. 3. Payday loans. Short-term, high-interest loans that are used to cover immediate expenses can trap individuals in a cycle of debt due to their exorbitant interest rates. Unlike good debt, bad debt does not contribute to your financial growth and can hinder your ability to achieve long-term financial stability. It's important to carefully consider the purpose and potential returns of any debt before taking it on. Good debt, when used wisely, can be a strategic tool for building wealth and achieving financial goals. Conversely, minimizing and managing bad debt is a crucial habit to avoid unnecessary financial strain and ensure a healthier financial future. Number 6. Paying high taxes. Paying high taxes can significantly impact your financial situation. Educate yourself on the tax laws and explore legal strategies to minimize your tax liabilities. Consult with a qualified tax professional who can help you optimize your tax planning and potentially save you money. Here are some tips on how to improve yourself and break your chains of paying high taxes. 1. Understand tax laws. Educate yourself about the tax laws in your country or region. Stay updated on changes and updates to ensure you have accurate information when it comes to filing your taxes. 2. Maximize deductions and credits. Take advantage of all eligible deductions and credits to reduce your taxable income. Familiarize yourself with the deductions and credits that apply to your situation, such as education expenses, home office deductions, retirement contributions, and more. 3. Consider tax-advantaged accounts. Explore tax-advantaged accounts like IRAs, 401ks, or HSAs, depending on your circumstances. These accounts offer tax benefits such as tax-deferred growth or tax-free withdrawals, helping you optimize your tax situation. Number 7. Not investing.
I think it's the same thing that makes most sense practically all of the time, and that is to consistently buy an S&P 500 low-cost index fund. Keep buying it through thick and thin, and especially through thin, because the temptation gets, when you see bad headlines in newspapers, maybe to say, well, maybe I should skip a year or something. Just keep buying it. American business is going to do fine over time. So you know the investment universe is going to do very well. The Dow Jones Industrial Average went from 66 to 11,497 in 1 century, and then since that century has ended, it's more or less doubled again. American business is going to do well. The trick is not to pick the right company. It's to be, because Most people aren't equipped to do that, and plenty of times I make mistakes on that. The trick is to essentially buy all the big companies through the S&P 500, and to do it consistently, and to do it in a very, very low-cost way, because costs really matter in investments. If returns are going to be 7 or 8% and you are paying 1% for fees, that makes an enormous difference in how much money you have on retirement.
Not investing can hinder your financial growth and wealth accumulation. As Warren Buffett famously said, someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Start by educating yourself about different investment options and strategies. Consider long-term investments in quality assets that have the potential to generate significant returns. Diversify your portfolio and seek professional advice if needed. And most importantly, especially if you're not familiar with the finance world, make sure to watch our videos where we explain concepts such as ETFs, diversified portfolios, dividend incomes, investment strategies, and many more. By just following our channel and watching our videos, you could have strong insight about money and how it works. Number 8, not being patient.
They just don't realize that all you have to do is just buy a cross-section of America and then never listen to people like me or read the papers or do anything subsequently. They think...
Not being patient can leave you directionless in your pursuit of financial success. What Mr. Buffett is trying to say is that without a financial plan and patience, you're just another tiny fish trying to find its way in the endless ocean, jumping from one stock to another every day just because you can. Develop a comprehensive financial plan that outlines your short-term and long-term goals, along with actionable steps to achieve them. By doing this, you'll be more stable, which turns you into a more consistent and patient person. The biggest mistakes often happen when the market is down. Even the best of the best lose a fortune just because they can't control their emotions. That's why you should always consider training your emotions. Regularly review and adjust your plan as your circumstances change. And this way, you will have a game plan that monetizes your goals, and having a game plan is always good. Being patient in the stock market is essential, especially in today's world where we can buy and sell stocks on our phones while we're laying on our comfortable beds. 20 years ago, you had to make phone calls and sign papers, and the process didn't just take 3 seconds. You had to take time to think about your decision to sell or buy. Don't forget, just because you can buy or sell stocks with one button doesn't mean you need to do it. Do your research, monetize, investigate, and to do all of these, you need to have patience. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you don't know how to manage it, says Millionaire Mind Show host Molly J. There are lots of famous athletes who made millions of dollars, but end up broke, because managing is just as important as earning it. Now is a perfect time to reflect on what you've learned. And if you want to learn more, click this video where we teach John why he shouldn't keep his money in the bank and where to deposit it instead.